You are exactly where your habits allows you to be. Not an inch more, not an inch less. The tiredness, the lethargic state, the loop of being on and off. I'm sure this makes you feel like shit. Because it certainly did for me when I was there, because I was stuck exactly there. I was kinda training, kinda eating right. Why kinda? Because I was half-assing everything. And so I was never getting to my goals, or at least not at the speed I wanted it to. Your habits right now, they're the exact reflection of you as a person. But thankfully, they can be changed. And they are 5 things I want you to stop doing if you're serious about getting in elite shape. I won't tell you to stop eating donuts, to go to the gym, to walk more, because you already know that. You're not stupid. And the first thing I want you to stop doing is to stop blaming the external, stop blaming others for you not being in shape. Stop blaming your partner, your sweet family, your colleagues, your friends. They're not responsible for you not being in shape. They're not responsible for you eating that pizza because you're with them. You're the one who chose to eat that pizza. You're the one choosing not to go to the gym when you should go to the gym because your partner wanted to do something. If you're not going to the gym because your partner wants to do X or Y, you're actually giving all of your power to that person. And so now you cannot reason that person. But deep down, it's only you. It's all you. It's all your fault. You need to take full responsibility for doing or not doing the things you know you should do. It's like not carrying an umbrella when it rains and putting all of your negative energy on the rains when you could just have an umbrella. You need to protect yourself from these bad habits. And I mean, some people could really make you get into these bad habits. Like, for example, some bad friends that anytime you're with them, you're going to smoke, drink some beers, but it's still your fault because you're still the one who hasn't cut off these people from your life. If they are mediocre people in your life right now that you don't want to be like, you don't want to be friend with, and you know they're holding you back to getting to your goal of being lean, jacked, strong physically and mentally, you need to cut them off or at least not seeing them like as much as you should. It's still your decision, bro. This was never about your boss, never about your schedule. It's about whether you run your life or you let your life run you. The second thing, which was the most destructive one for me, was guessing everything. Your trainings, when you're going to train, what to eat, when you're going to eat, what are the macros for the day, everything. This is literally the biggest mistake everybody makes because they lack knowledge and they also lack the most important one, structure. They don't know what to do on a daily basis. And so they're only relying on willpower, which is the most dumb thing ever because on a daily basis, you go to a 9 to 5 or to school, whatever, you have a commute. And so you have hundreds of little decisions like that to make in a single day. So obviously you're fried. Obviously you don't know what to do. Obviously you'll just pick the easiest choice between eating out and having to cook your own dinner at night when you're completely fried and you have to think about what to eat. You'll just be fluctuating on based on your moods, actually, not on structure. So the thing you need, and that's something I make everybody in my fitness and mindset program, Forge the Man. I give all of these people a daily blueprint to respect every single day based on their week. And so they don't have to think about anything. They just know what needs to be done that day. And so that makes everything just easy like that. You just gotta act, not to think about anything. What's the training, what's the meal plan, how many steps that day, when to do the cardio. When you set your life like that, when you set your weeks like that, your days, it makes it impossible not to get to the shape you want to have, to get in the best shape of your life. Structure is everything. Oh, I don't have time to cook my meals, I don't have time to train this X amount of time during the week. And that's actually the whole point of having a daily blueprint. Based on your week, you can reverse engineer it back to some daily steps. So you know what you'll eat on Tuesday and Wednesday, and you can even batch like 50% of your meals on Sunday. So you need to look at your weeks and make a plan for every single day, and your life will be changed. Whether you do it yourself or you make someone external do it for you, because that's how, like, usually an external person will see all of the flaws that you have in your life that you can't see because you're so in your head. The third one is the crash diets, not eating enough, starving yourself. And I've been there myself. So I ended up skinny fat, and at some point I almost ended up anorexic. I was like 54 kilograms for 175 centimeters, so 5'9", around that. That was so fucking bad. Like, I lack the knowledge. If you're doing crash diets, you probably lack the knowledge because you just think The less I eat, the more salads I eat, the more cardio I do, the more weight I lose, which is kind of right. You'll lose some weight, but you'll also lose all of the muscle and you'll look like shit. You'll just look skinny fat and the hardest to get out of because it's easier to cut down when you're fat than making the right process for when you're skinny fat. It is still possible. You just need more knowledge. And the thing is, like, I have a little story about that. A few days ago, a guy joined my coaching program, Forge the Man. And there's an onboarding form they all need to fill out so I can make the best plan tailored for them for their lives. And one of the question is, how many calories are you eating in a day? He said 1300. I was like, whoa. No wonder you're feeling tired all the time. No wonder you're kind of eating a plateau during your weight loss, and no wonder you're not lean. Hold on, I will put a picture of myself when I'm lean. Guess how many calories I'm eating? More than 3,000 calories. Because I know my shit, I know what I'm doing. I have my four phases, my four body phases that I use myself and that I make everyone working with me do. Priming the body, the diet phase, the reverse diet, and then the performance phase where it's kind of lean muscle, building some lean muscle. Then you repeat the whole process. That's why you need the knowledge, bro. It's not about losing weight fast. It's about building the body you can be proud of, the body that, sorry, you can sustain for life. Because once you get lean once, it's over. You can get lean for life and like the maintenance becomes so much easier. Obviously, you'll still need to do the habits and all. But once you get it, once you see yourself with the abs in the mirror, you'll want to stay there. And obviously building some more muscle, but it will come with it. So you'll be between 8 and 12, 13, 14% body fat year round. And then it's just a cycle. So you need to get these calories back up and then follow the four phases. You need to eat for fuel, aestheticism, and performance, physically and mentally. You're not eating boring foods, almost nothing in your plate, just to lose weight. That doesn't make sense. It needs to serve you in the gym, in your daily life, with your partner, if you know what I mean, for your cognitive work, everything. You can be a man without any energy because energy is everything. I'm sure you're an ambitious guy. Nobody just wants to get lean to get lean. There are some bigger reasons behind that, some ambitions. I'm sorry, it's a bit of a caveat, but going all in on your body can give you everything because once you fix the body, you fix your life. It just shows yourself that you can achieve things. You respect yourself, and the more you work on yourself, the more you'll work on other things, on your projects, your business, your 9 to 5. That's how it works. So the fourth mistake is doing some training that you find online and that you don't even enjoy. If you hate the trainings that you're doing, then there's no point because the goal is for the process to become sustainable, to become a lifelong term thing. So if you see people lifting weight just to lift weight and you kind of hate the process of just lifting some dumbbells, like random stuff, or you go on a run because that's what everybody around you does, but you genuinely hate running, then don't fucking do it. You need to find a plan, a training plan that you can sustain for life. Some cardio because cardio is still mandatory, bro. If you want to be healthy, live longer, have being better in the gym and cognitively, you need some cardio. It doesn't mean you have to run. I do run twice a week because I like that, but I also do like some least cardio, like the bike, the cycling in the gym. Stairmaster is great as well. So you need some stuff that you enjoy. You still need to have some strength, but kinda bodybuilding training as well. But it doesn't mean you have to do the boring shit of the average gym goer. You can add some calisthenics movement, like focusing way more on pull-ups, dips, push-ups. Maybe you can try even handstand and learning some cool stuff like that. First, you'll still look great, maybe even better than the average bodybuilder Joe. You'll be way stronger than them. You'll master your own body weight and you'll have more challenges in your sessions. And that's what actually I do with my own training and the guys that I coach. It's the 360 training protocol, which is basically a mix of bodybuilding, strength training, calisthenics, but also doing some cardio. Next is not about training. It's not about nutrition. It's something more deeper than that. Maybe you won't grasp it first thing, so you can rewind and watch this point again, but it's showing up like the person you're trying to escape from. The guy that's lazy, the guy that doesn't follow through on his own words, the guy that doesn't do the training, he's off, I think everything. That's wrong. Like, I used to be that guy. Hold on. Rushing into the day, but with my old identity, my old thoughts pattern, like the thought pattern that I want to escape from. And the thing is, I was all rushed in the mornings, and you're just starting your day as the same guy, and you don't embody the character, the habits, the traits of the person you're trying to become. You can't change your identity while being all rushed in the mornings and letting your thoughts do the usual stuff. So the doubts, the negative self-doubts, the habits that you have right now, because they're just on autopilot. And if you don't make the unconscious conscious, you'll still be in the same loop forever and ever. It's like you're a fly trying to get out of the apartment, and you just fly on the window like again and again and again and again. You're putting so much effort into something, but it doesn't matter because you're still the same internally. No amount of action will make you change. Here's something I do every morning. It's called the AM forging identity. Is you basically embrace silence and you spend time with yourself and with the version of yourself you're trying to become. It's not about being all rushed in the mornings. Oh yeah, I go to the gym at 5 a.m., which is great. Bro, that's great habits to have. But you can't go into the day like with your old patterns, your old self identity. So you basically embrace silence for 5, 10 minutes, kind of a meditation. Then you take, I don't have it, a journal, pen and paper, and you start writing who you're trying to become, the goal version of you. Like as far as possible, what's his body? How does he act? His character traits. Like how does he feel? Is he respected? Who's his partner? What's his relationship with his wife, with his girlfriend? How does he act as a human being? How does he act in his 9 to 5? Everything. You write all of that in the present tense as if it was already true. Then you sit there, like for 10, 15 minutes, you sit there, you watch it back, and then your soul, your conscience will start scream at you. Like all of the bad habits that you have right now that is stopping you, preventing you from getting there. And so now you'll start your day being like 10 times more aware than if you just rushed in the morning like any other day. If you forge the man internally, you forge the man externally. That's how it works. Because if you already behave like that person because you're aware, you'll get there. So to recap this video, bro, this is your responsibility. You don't have to blame anything external. It's all you. If some stuff, some people, some external events are truly making you a worse person, then you need to cut them off. It's still your responsibility. It's still your fault for being where you are, for being with these people. Build your own daily blueprint or make somebody else do it for you. This will literally change your life. Knowing everything you need to do in a single day, in a single week, like every single week your meal plan is updated based on your needs, based on your lifestyle, based on where you are on the daily run, on the body run map. No crush dailies, eat for fuel, performance, and aestheticism. Do a training that you enjoy, the 360 training protocol. Be a beast everywhere. In compound movement, calisthenic movements, you can do some isolation so we can really like get the details of your body to get this Greek god physique and show up like the person you are becoming, not as the person you're trying to escape from. You only need 15 to 20 minutes each morning. So wake up a bit earlier so you're not rushed in the mornings and you can show up as that guy. Join the Forge the Man movement, bro. Physically and mentally and just in life in general. You can DM me on Instagram to get my personal daily blueprint that get me in savage shape, full of energy and a bulletproof mindset. Make sure to follow and I'll send it over. Let's keep learning. Let's keep winning. Let's fucking go.